with another Red Eye Raw. Thought I'd start out today talking about some of the drama shows we watched. The Sopranos. We watched the first three episodes of that today. Very good so far. I'm looking forward to watching more of it. And then, obviously, I feel like it was kind of the grandfather of that drama show, live action TV drama, modern day versions of it, obviously. Because obviously there's been TV dramas for much, much longer. But I feel like The Sopranos really did start sort of a resurgence of that. That led to things like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, Game of Thrones, then eventually um, Succession getting made. Now, obviously, Game of Thrones is based on books, but obviously these shows probably wouldn't have got picked up if The Sopranos wasn't a thing. But yeah, so far I'm three episodes in, I'm liking it. It's so far pretty good. Other than that, as you guys know, Succession's good. I've talked about it plenty. Breaking Bad, I consider to be a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, and the only one when it comes to shows so far. But I've also been rewatching the '70s Hulk, which is also a TV drama. It's really good. The Incredible Hulk from the '70s series is my favorite version of the Hulk. This bitch go out? Yeah, it might have. But yeah, so the '70s Hulk is great because I love that it's like actually like a drama and not like a superhero thing. Like it's a drama and a tragedy, if anything. Because the Hulk is really portrayed as a curse in that series. Which I really like. Because you don't really get that vibe. Like, it's always supposed to be kind of a curse because he can't control it. But the '70s one is where you really feel like it is a curse. Like, his whole goal is to try and cure it, and he's tormented by it. And also, you got Jack McGee, who's a fucking great character. I love Jack McGee. He's great. Um, let's see, what was the other thing? Oh, yeah, I've been watching a lot of slashers again. Mainly, I've been rewatching. I rewatched Friday the 13th Part 6 tonight. Something I really find interesting and unique about the Friday the 13th series is that these sequels just kind of do whatever the hell they want. And I guess slasher movie sequels tend to do this a lot more than any other type of sequel. Like, in some of the sequels, Jason died as an adult. In other sequels, he actually died as a kid when he drowned. In some of them, he washed up into the woods and was a hermit for like 20 years. In some of them, he was deformed always. In other ones, he was normal looking, and then he died and got all bloated up by the water. Um, and like according to Part 5, he was cremated, but then Tommy Jarvis digs him up in Part 6. Um, and according to Part 8, Pamela brought him back with the Necronomicon. Like, there's all sorts of things that like you just kind of, or sorry, not Part 8, Part 9. Sorry, Part 9. Uh, which is Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Which, by the way, like I said, I actually don't hate that movie anymore. Um, it's grown on me. It's still one of the lesser ones, but I still enjoy it now. And I think Creighton Duke was underutilized. Creighton Duke was an interesting concept to have like a bounty hunter going for Jason. That's kind of cool. Like, I wish they just had more Tommy, but of course, who even knows who owns the fucking rights to that series anymore? And then you get stuff like the Never Hike series, which has been made, and they're able to make it and sell it, and like that version of Jason was actually included in an official mobile game. So like a lot of fans just consider those canon, and it literally has the actor from Part 6 as Tommy Jarvis in it. So like in a way, a lot of fans just consider those movies canon. I've only seen the first one. I didn't even know there was a sequel until just a few days ago. But with the sequel, I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen the first one. I do own the prequel, Never Hike in the Snow, which I haven't watched yet. I own the Blu-ray and I've like crowdfunded it on Indiegogo, but I never watched it yet. I want to find my Blu-ray and watch it. It's only like 30 minutes, and the cut I have Never Hike Alone is only like, what, 50 minutes or something? Like, it's the short one. And then I found out there's an extended cut, the Ghost Cut, which I don't have. So I'll probably need to get that, you know? Let's see. Hang on. I have been reading Abashiri Family as well. I just finished a chapter before going live. Let's see. I recently saw Slumber Party Massacre. I'm going to talk about that more in the monthly movie recap, right? Is a new movie I've seen. I need to do another monthly, and again, monthly is, really pushing it. But and I mentioned this in the last Red Eye Raw too, that I'm planning to do something like another movie recap. I'm also going to upload a new collection update soon. Maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. There's still some stuff I'm waiting to arrive, but I have plenty of stuff for this video. So what I might do is just record the rest of the stuff I have. I have a bunch of stuff I got from my grandma, but I have to edit it because it has her name and address on it. Because she put her stuff all over her DVDs and stuff in case they got stolen. So I want to showcase some of those, but I have to basically take a picture of them and then edit out the stickers and like Sharpie with her name all over it, and all the stuff where she write "Do not buy, stolen," because my grandma had some DVDs stolen in the past, so that's just a habit she got into. And then obviously with her gone, I did get a lot of those DVDs, which I also have McClintock now because of that, and I need to watch that movie. Because I've been planning to for a while, because it's a John Wayne movie where basically the moral is if your woman gets out of line, put her in her place, which is fucking based as hell. There's a new Yik 1.5 demo out. I'm going to play that soon, ideally, but it's Windows 10, so I've got to use Kyler's computer, because my computer is only Windows 7, as you guys probably know at this point if you've been watching me for a while, because I'm a stubborn bastard. Earlier, we did a good Red Eye Theater today. We ended up finishing off the current season of Invincible with the last 2 episodes of it, Season 2. Gotta say, Season 2 is great. I fucking loved it. Way better than Season 1. Although Season 1 has an amazing finale. So, the Season 1 finale is still, I think, the best episode, but Season 2 is overall the best season. So far, obviously, because, that's all there is 1 and 2. We finished up Blackadder Season 3 on today's Red Eye Theater as well. Obviously, I've seen Blackadder countless times, but Corbin hasn't. So that was his first time seeing through the first 3 seasons thus far. Next, we'll watch the Christmas special. Then we'll probably do either Season 4 or the unaired pilot. Because I do have that totally legit copy of the unaired pilot on DVD. Last night, I also watched some of the Ocean Dub Dragon Ball Z DVDs I have. I watched the first episode, and then I skipped to when Vegeta and Nappa showed up just to make sure I had the good one. And by good one, I mean the funny one, where, too bad it's a day, or I can see their parachutes, they're okay. And, they blew up the cargo robot and all that shit. Got some smoke in my nose there. But when I looked through the episodes, it had Tree of Might as one movie, so I'm a little worried it doesn't have the episode edit, which I really wanted, because I know the actual Rock the Dragon set has that. And again, the actual real set of that goes for like $1,000 or so. Like, it's fucking pricey as hell. If I ever find it in the wild for cheap, I'll get it, mind you. What else? Oh, I started playing this game with Theron the other night called Champions of Norath. It's another game by the guys who did Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and it plays like that, and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. But Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, obviously everybody hates that, whereas I think Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is liked. Um, Obviously, Brotherhood of Steel is pretty repetitive and can be pretty irritating, so I understand why it's hated. I don't hate it. I do think there are elements of it that are absolutely bad, but there's a lot of elements I do like the funny dialogue and stuff. What's up, Kiki? Maybe. The dogs are over here wanting attention now. Probably want to go back in the house, but we'll let them in a minute. Yeah, for whatever reason, with this round on Friday the 13th, I started with part 3 and have just watched 3 through 6. I might go back and watch 2 next, actually. We'll see. Or I might just skip 7 and go to 8. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing what I want with those movies right now. I've seen them both. I've seen them all countless times, obviously. Well, not countless, but like 3 or 4 times. That's far from countless. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. What? What? You want attention? What's up, Super Gaming? How you doing? I want to go back inside, huh? Yeah, you do. Look at that movement. All right, I'll go let him back in. I'll be right back. All right, as per usual, Kiki wanted to stay out. Well, good. How's your night going? Pretty good so far. I also rewatched Terrifier tonight, the first one. I do think Terrifier 2 is way better than Terrifier 1, but I still really like Terrifier 1. Just because of how, gratuitous Terrifier 1 is and how it, people complain that Terrifier 1 didn't have, enough character for the 2 chicks. Or the other chick, the sister. I don't care about that. I want art. I want art to be the focus. I'm fine with that. He's the most interesting character, obviously. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably watch Slumber Party Massacre 2 soon as well, since I watched 1 just a few nights ago. Let's see. Oh, I read Hard Luck's comic book, so review of that coming soon-ish. Same. Can't wait to see Terrifier 3. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope they don't fuck it up. But yeah, I still need to do the new monthly movie recap. Once we finish The Sopranos, I will review that as well. It's a bit chilly out tonight. Probably should have brought my jacket. Oh well. I'm almost done with the cigar anyway, so maybe we take it inside in a minute. But anyway. Um, Other than that, uh, I do plan on, like I said, playing some of the other Dragon Ball games, and I keep saying that. We found them. I just need to get around to it. I also need to play more Call of Cthulhu, which, again, I've said countless times, too. I'm also going to be buying a new copy of the Hulk Xbox game, the original Xbox game. Not Ultimate Destruction, but the one that's just called Hulk and is like a sequel to the Ang Lee movie, even though the game's like actually way better than the movie. Although I like the movie. I think it's underrated. That said, I haven't seen it in fucking years, but still. How far have you gotten in Sopranos? 3 episodes. We watched the first disc on stream today, and then we followed that up with Blackadder, and then, Invincible, and then Blackadder. Tomorrow, we'll see what I end up doing tomorrow. Might work on some videos, might do some streaming of the Yick demo, might do Dragon Ball games, might do, like, I'll probably start with Budokai 1 or Budokai 3. I've done a stream of Budokai 3 forever ago. Maybe I'll start with Budokai 1 and then play Budokai 3. Just play the HD collection through like I did the first time and get all the achievements again like I did the first time. Like I said, Budokai HD collection and, what's it called? Kakarot are the only ones that I have all the achievements for. It's my last White Rascal I have left. That's these cigars. So I'll probably need to buy some more on like Thursday or something when I get paid. Because I don't have a ton of money right now. Like, I'm not broke or anything, but, I try to save some money. I mean, I have savings, obviously, but, that's a whole other argument. That's a whole other thing. Whatever. We also found my Neil Breen collection. So I want to start watching the other movies. Double Down does not seem to work on the Xbox, but that's fine. When we watch it on VLC, I'm sure it'll work just fine. Depending on what time it is when I get back inside, I might just watch Slumber Party Massacre 2 or something like that. Now, Sopranos is so good. I wish, like if I wasn't just playing it, if I wasn't watching it for Red Eye Theater, I would absolutely just binge more of it tonight. Honestly, well, not tonight. Well, I would have done that instead of watching those movies, probably. All the Dragon Ball Budokai games are pretty good. I need to go back and play them again. Yeah, I need to play the Tenkaichi games, but I only have the first one. But if Theron ever finds his copy, might see if he'll let me borrow that. Yeah, so interesting thing about that Champions and Norath game, because it's like a unique like dual layer that the disc has, it doesn't work on slim PS2s, only on the fat PS2s. So when I was so Theron has bought multiple copies of it, thinking that he just was getting like faulty copies. Turns out, just wouldn't play on his PS2 because he has a slim. I'm gonna try to sleep a little bit earlier tonight than I did last night. Last night, fucking hell, like, I'm not even gonna tell you what fucking time I eventually fell asleep, but it was not good. My sleep schedule's so fucked. Smoking again? Yep. You know it. This cigar is pretty much tapped out. I'm not gonna go back in just yet. Sam, I just sleep whenever I want to. For me, I hate the times I sleep. I fucking hate it. Like, I wish, like, my ideal sleep schedule, what I want. What's your power level? Haha, so funny. My ideal sleep schedule is somewhere between, like, from 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's what I would love to do. And just get up at 11, have a few hours before work each day, come home, have like an hour or two, and then go to sleep. But like, I like to stream after work, so then it ends up being later. I usually end the stream around like 3 or 4, and then I'm up till like 5 or 6. Or later, like I was last night. Like I said, last night was fucking bad. Granted, I intentionally don't look at the clock when it gets past a certain point. I did look at the clock last night, though, and yeah, it was bad. But I tend to stop looking at the clock because it would just stress me out and make it harder to sleep, honestly. And you know, I mean, at least I do sleep. It's just sorry, fucking shit. I'm always on edge when I'm out here, even though I shouldn't be. But what else is there to talk about tonight? Well, oh, you know what? That's another one. I can throw the boy and the heron in if I didn't already talk about that in the last movie recap. He looked away and saw a ghost or demon. Nah, I just heard something, but it was just creaks and shit, like, you know, as usual. There's always little things. I gotta say, watching the Ocean dub, the soundtrack is pretty good. It's no Falconer. Falconer is the GOAT when it comes to the soundtrack. But the Ocean soundtrack's pretty good. I gotta say. What else we talk about? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you have anything you want to talk about, by all means. If you have a genuine question or subject besides, what is your power level? Hee hee. What does your shirt say? It says arrest Fauci and Gates. It's an InfoWars shirt. I've had this shirt for like ever. Not ever. Like, obviously, I bought it in, like, I don't know, 2020. Yeah. I might get more custom shirts made, you know, like that Sarge one, you know, of one of my characters, but Corbin's rendition of it, obviously, and it's the boogie version of Sarge. Your power level is 9,000. Very funny. I'll stop talking about power levels now. Okay. I just, like, the joke that doesn't really leave a lot to talk about because, you know, it's just kind of the same thing. And if you've ever paid attention to how angry I can get with Chisu, repetition of the same kind of jokes can be good, but with Chisu often aren't. Whose isn't? Whose isn't what? Sorry, hold on. Let me think. What did I say a few minutes ago? No, I'm drawing a blank. There's a stream delay, so keep that in mind with things you say. So the context might be a little delayed, because the stream chat is delayed like 30 seconds or so, just because of the connection and whatnot. Let me think. Let's see. Yeah, I've been like on several little binges of stuff lately, right? You know, like Dragon Ball. Now I'm kind of watching slasher movies again. Even though they're you know, slasher movies I've obviously seen. Whose power level isn't over 9,000 like Super? Oh, okay, I see. None of ours, because humans have a pretty fucking low power level. Which is why, like I said, joke doesn't really work. Have you guys ever noticed, though, in the Ocean dub, there's like sometimes where Nappa gets like a really deep voice for like no reason, for just a couple of lines? Like, he normally sounds like fairly normal, like Nappa, right? But like when he destroys that helicopter, he's like, "So you want some news, eh?" Like, his voice gets like really fucking deep and like cool, and I'm like, why is that just not his voice always? Like, legitimately, sometimes he sounds like that, and I'm like, why? Like, I guess vocal fry is like bad for your voice, but Just talk normally, Redeye already has to deal with two idiots. Yeah, I mean, well, sometimes more. It just depends on the stream, right? Sometimes I get other people saying strange things, like Edgar or others. But, hmm. But, anyway. Um, what else? What else? It milks and milks. The table's the table. Can you do a house tour? I'm not going to do a full house tour. I might do something similar. Like, I'm not going to do, like, the whole thing. See, to get the whole layout. I'm not going to do that. I did a collection tour once. I'll probably do something like that again. I've done a couple, actually, I think. But I'm not going to show the whole house and the whole layout. Like, I might show some individual areas. I've showed my setup a few times, you know, shit like that. What about a garage tour? There's like, this is all you really need to see with the garage. There's a toolbox here. This is sitting on another toolbox. There's a motorcycle, a car. I'm not going to do a full tour of that, though, just because license plates and shit, you know? Here in my garage with my new Lamborghini. Remember that meme? I've probably made that joke several times out here. You know, speaking of repetitive and not funny jokes, right? Let me think. Let me give a good old think. What else? What else? What about a Dragon Ball collection tour? I mean, I'll do a Dragon Ball collection video at some point. I've got a good amount of Dragon Ball stuff, and I've shown off, you know, where a lot of it is in the closet. But I've got like all the seasons of Dragon Ball, all the orange bricks of Dragon Ball Z. I've got one of the Dragon boxes that I found for cheap. If you don't know, the Dragon boxes are like notoriously expensive. They're really, really pricey. So I've only got one. I think it's Volume 4, which I think is during the Cell Saga, if I remember right. I don't really watch the Dragon boxes. Like, the funny thing is, so like everyone says that the Dragon boxes are like the ideal way to watch Z, and I just say no to that because no Falconer, and that's like a deal breaker to me. Like, I would rather have bad aspect ratio than a bad soundtrack, and the Japanese soundtrack sucks. Like, it's fucking terrible. Like, there are good moments in it, right? Obviously, like, obviously there's Head Shala, which I think is the best intro. There's what's up, Andy? There's you know, Solid State Scouter, which is like my third favorite song on the soundtrack overall. I've got some Dragon Ball DVD. I have all of OG and GT, but some of Z. I have all of original, all of Z, and all of GT. I've got GT in two different ways. Well, technically one set is Kyler's. Mine is just the complete series set that has the season 1 and season 2 sets in it, and then the one that Kyler has is the volumes, where it has like 4 individual discs in it, like in their own cases. You know, like there's like the Baby Saga and the Lost episodes, as they call it, which is the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga. I've been getting into my Dragon Ball collection, yeah. A human race is hypocritical by nature. That is true, Andy. Everyone is a hypocrite in some regard. But I think the way to be mature about that is to try and find hypocrisies in your own thoughts and try to iron them out and figure out ways to be not hypocritical and fix any inconsistencies. Like, obviously in our nature, there is always some level of inconsistency because we're fallible creatures, right? We're flawed. But like I said, I think the most mature and healthiest course of action when it comes to that is to try and fix those inconsistencies rather than just being stagnant. And, you know, sometimes that can be harder than others, because there can be some things where you have irreconcilable beliefs that you need to figure out which is more important and figure out why you have those thoughts, which is one method I think is good for the Socratic method. I think The Socratic method is not the end all be all when it comes to thinking, but I think it is useful for figuring out inconsistencies in your thought processes, because that is important. Because it is good to try and be consistent, and I think I'm relatively consistent. Obviously, I'm still fallible. I'm still flawed. I'm still wrong sometimes. And I've had bad takes in the past, like my fucking Rocco's Modern Life static cling review. That was fucking garbage. Yeah, but those foreign countries are just built different. Which foreign countries? Like, I mean, foreign countries are different than, like each country has its own unique things in its culture. Like, there's a lot of things in Asia that are different than here. What's the best Dragon Ball game? Kakarot. Kakarot's easily the best Dragon Ball game. Kakarot's fucking great. I would say second to that, Budokai 3. Then probably, I don't know, Xenoverse. Then maybe Budokai 1. Keep in mind, I have not played the Tenkaichi games. So I haven't fully developed an opinion on those, and I hear many people say that those are the best. I have... Raging Blast 2 is another really good one. Burst Limit's a pretty good one that's underrated, I think. Super Dragon Ball Z is decent, although it's just like an arcade game ported to PS2, and it's not as well fleshed out as some of the others. All right. I think we're going to take this show inside. Hold the phone like I'm doing here, because I'm literally holding the phone. Connection went out for a second there, but we're still good. All right. There we are. We are inside now. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is goated. I played it. It's one of my favorite Dragon Ball games. That's what I hear. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is good too, but there are many better ones. I don't know about many. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. Like, as an actual genuine way to get the Z story, Kakarot's easily the best. Nothing even comes close. But there are others, sure, that are good. And there's others with better gameplay, I would say. But to me, as a sum of its parts, Kakarot's easily the best. And what happened to my screen was my hand was on it as I was going inside, as I said. Oh yeah, Matt Bat leaving YouTube in his goodbye internet video. I watched very few of his videos, but still sad to hear. I completely get his reasoning though. I mean, I never really got into Matt Pat, but okay. Actually, nothing's good or bad. That's just people's opinion. No, that's wrong. That's actually wrong. There is objective good and objective bad. Now, my own personal experience and tastes are a factor. Really want to get into playing Dragon Ball FighterZ? Yeah, I need to play that one too. But there are objectively good and bad things. Like, obviously, the subjective elements are there when you have your personal tastes and shit like that, and that is a factor. but there are objective qualities. By the way, if you guys were wondering what that weird squealing was, this cap wasn't down all the way, so this soda was going... Yeah, it's really good. I like that game. I haven't played it yet. I need to play Fighters at some point, but I haven't. What are you eating? I had a cookie, and then I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. All right, there we go. Yeah, now I'm just chilling inside rather than outside, like I often do with these Red Eye Raw cigar streams. Let's see. If you get Fighter Z online, can we 1v1? Maybe. We'll see. No promises on that, but we'll see. Let's see. If you guys want to see, hold on. Let me, check this. Yeah. All right, we did add a new shelf to the media closet. So we got this shelf now. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, there's the usual shelf, and then there's the other shelf. Let's see. Yeah, this shelf has like a lot of stuff that was found in that box that Kyler found. Yeah. What's this? Oh yeah, that's another. Wow, that's a lot of games and movies. Oh, this is nothing. Like, this is double stacked. Like, look at this. I've shown this countless times here, but look at this, right? Each of these shelves are double stacked, so there's shit behind these. And there's also another shelf out in the living room, and then there's actually two big shelves out in well, not the living room, the TV room. Like there's two big shelves out there, which used to be in my room back before we moved to this house. And then there's another shelf there. There's a few games in the shelf there. Also, there's a bunch of DVDs and games in my dresser drawers. Like I have a huge collection. 99% of the collection is mine. Now he has a GameStop for his closet. Okay. Check out how fucking big this case is. Look at this. Yumi Neko. This case is fucking huge. But then when you actually pull it out, the actual DVD or Blu-ray case is small. Which, by the way, this anime is not great. Had a lot of potential. I've heard that the visual novel is actually really good, though. Then there's Volume 1 of Yumi Neko, which the case is like fucked, so the book doesn't go all the way in on Volume 1. By the way, these sets are really rare and expensive. Like, you can't fucking get these anymore. Like, they are a fucking pain to get. Or no, this is Volume... No, never mind. This is Volume 2. Or this is Set 2, which has Disc 3. And then this one has Discs 1 and 2, right? I think. Hold the fuck... Okay, yeah, we're good. I was, like, tripping out for a second. I'm like, where's Disc 1? But yeah, it was at the bottom, because, yeah, they're both in here. Get back in there. There we go. Yeah, Yumi Neko is no Higurashi, at least as far as the anime. What's this? Is this Shawshank? No, that's the Doom demo. The one that fucking ruined one of the modded Xboxes. you say the N-word from $1 million to every black person? What? I don't care. Like, you know that. Like, you just wanted me to say it, right? Oh yeah, Dragon Ball collection video has been long overdue. Though you did a little bit of it with the VCD collection video made a while back. Yeah, I also did my anime collection fucking years ago. That video is obviously super outdated. You just wanted me to say it because it's a novelty, right? Because a lot of people want, because they're fucking cowards. I don't fucking care. It's just a word. I'm jealous now. What? Because of my kick-ass collection? Yeah, my collection's pretty fucking great. Get wrecked. Just kidding. That's where Doom 3 Collector's Edition is. I don't have a PayPal or Cash App that I'm going to give you because I don't do shit like that. I'm not just going to, like, again, me saying the word nigger isn't a big deal. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, I don't need money for that. Like, it's an immature mindset to think that that means anything. Like, it's not like I'm going around and saying something to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But I don't need fucking money for it. That's retarded. Alright, you guys, this is the worst fucking Family Guy episode ever. I fucking hate this episode. Because this is the partial terms of endearment. It's the banned episode, right? And the reason that I fucking hate this episode is because it's hardly, like, got jokes. The whole thing is just, like, pro-abortion propaganda, and it's, like, really fucking on the nose and not good. Like, it's not even subtle or nuanced or anything. Like, I'm not saying it has to be, but that means I have no reason to like it, because obviously, like, as you guys know, I'm pro-life. I'm very pro-life. And so this episode is fucking trash. Like, there's some good jokes in the first act. You weren't joking when you said it. It's funny how you think I thought it was a rare occurrence on your stream. Oh, you were? I wasn't joking when I said I thought it was funny that you think it's a rare occurrence. Yeah. I literally have friends that, like, are much more like I know people that are actually, like, racist, and I say it more than them. Like, it's whatever. I don't care. My fucking cousin says it way fucking more than me, though. When he's playing Call of Duty and shit, you just hear him, you fucking nigger, fucking, all the fucking time. Like, that's just fucking normal Xbox Live talk back in my day. And anyone who pretends that they haven't said it is a fucking lying coward. I still won't forget the South Park episode with apologies to Jesse Jackson, where Randy becomes known as the nigger guy. Yeah. That episode has a really fucking retarded message, but it's still a fun episode. Like, I hate the message at the end, where it's like, as a white person, you can't understand what it's like to be called that, like a black guy. I'm like, bullshit? Fuck off. Like, you have a fucking monopoly on discrimination? Fuck you. Don't be a baby. Let's see. What else? Back in my day, yeah. Now, here's a movie that I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't seen. It is an experience. Because, like, this movie, a lot of people hate this movie. Vulgar. I actually like this movie. It's just, I don't care. What is it? It's a movie about a clown who gets gang raped and then goes on revenge and kills a bunch of people. Well, not a bunch of people, but the people who did that to him. Top of your head looks like JJ's hairstyle from Coco Melon. Yeah, dude, you're too young for these fucking streams. If you're fucking referencing fucking Coco Melon characters by name. Are you aware that Xbox is shutting down? Xbox Game Store is shutting down on July 29th, 2024. Yes, the Xbox 360 Game Store is. Yes, I am well aware of that. Why? Because that's. Why do you know Coco Melon characters by name? Fucking. That shows me you're too like, again, I'm not your fucking dad, so I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but it's obvious that looks like the baby from Coco Melon. Look it up. Why would I look it up? I don't care. You guys want to know a good underrated game? This right here, The Suffering, really fucking good game. Unfortunately, well, I mean, not unfortunately, because I have it saved onto the hard drive of one of my modded Xboxes, but Suffering's not actually in here. I'm all good. I'm not. I know you're not super gaming. Not talking about you. You're not too young for this. The fucking Super Zidye is. But he did. I did a collection tour. I'm not gonna do a room tour. There's not really much to show. Like, I've showed my fucking setup. That's as much of a room tour as you need. Like, my room's really not that interesting otherwise. Also, I love the Suffering games. Yeah, they're really good. I've never beat the sequel. I have beat the original. Please do bathroom tour. Fuck off. I've beat the first Suffering game 3 times because I've gotten all 3 endings. But I've never beat the second one. I played it, and I played the demo of the second one a lot. That was actually my introduction to it. Was the Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks contains a demo of the Suffering Ties That Bind. You guys ever seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? This fucking case that this comes in is so cheap. Like, it's just like this cardboard thing that goes over this plastic thing. And there it is. Also, like, the tomatoes on the case, the tomato on the case is really fucking cool. But in the movie, it's literally just regular tomatoes. Such an underrated horror game. Oh, I agree. The Suffering is fucking great. If you do that Dragon Ball video collection, you do include the video games? Yes, Andy, that's part of the plan. I still need to do my SpongeBob collection. Remember the one you've wanted me to do for like 6 years? At least. Who wouldn't include the games? Yeah, exactly. Also, Batman Beyond, right? Great show. I wish that the Justice League Unlimited epilogue episode was on here, because that's really the real finale to Batman Beyond. SpongeBob collection? What's so funny about SpongeBob collection? SpongeBob is great. SpongeBob is objectively the best Nickelodeon show. It's not my favorite. My favorite's Invader Zim. But SpongeBob is the objective best. And it's great. It's probably objectively the best kid show. 6 years? Yeah, that's long. Yeah, Andy's an OG, dude. He's been here for fucking ever. I just am lazy and put shit off. Yes, I know I've yet to make that video as well, Andy. I was literally just talking about it. What else? What else? You guys like that I'm just chilling in the fucking closet right now? And just pulling out random shit here and there? How long have you been here for, Andy? He's been here for a while, dude. Like, probably like 7 or 8 years. (2017). So yeah, 7 years. Oh, here's that that dragon box. The cool thing about the dragon box is it's got these like hardcover booklets. Okay, so this goes up to episode 167. The Cell games goes up to the start of the Cell games, looks like. I love the art style of Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, it's great. Toriyama's great. Also, another cool thing about the Dragon boxes is like the spine makes Goku, like it makes his shirt. What was the Oriole? What? I mean, sorry, type. I'm so confused on what you could have possibly meant for that. What was the purpose for the period? What, like when Andy put the period after the yes? I mean, technically, yes on its own is a sentence. Cell games is awesome. Oh yeah, of course it is. Talking to Andy? Yeah, and I was answering it anyway, because kind of guy I am. Now, I have a lot of cool shit. Boo games was awesome. There's no Boo games and Frieza games. Those aren't things. Those aren't things. They don't have tournaments. What are you talking about? Like, Frieza was in the Namek Saga, and then, like he was in the Tournament of Power, but I wouldn't call those the Frieza games. Like, that's not a thing. And Boo, like, I mean, he becomes Mr. Satan's, like, champion, like second in fucking the tournament that would always, like, basically let Mr. Satan win. But, like, he didn't have a tournament or anything himself. Like, what a weird thing to say. Be careful of talking to Andy. He just doesn't stop talking to you. True. Finally, use someone who calls it the Namek Saga instead of the Frieza Saga. I've used both interchangeably. Now these sets, these are fucking rare. Shin-Chan, especially the later seasons, really fucking hard to get your hands on now. Where the Batman Beyond the Complete Series was released in 2019. I don't know, Andy. Am I aware that Batman Beyond the Complete Series was released? Oh, on Blu-ray, you say. Okay. In 2019. Yeah, I was going to say, I had this before 2019, so never mind. When they say Frieza Saga, it sounds like it was only about Frieza. Forgot about Ginyu Force and Frieza. Well, that's why I actually like the first half better. Like, because the Frieza fight's really fucking long. But, like, the stuff with the Ginyu Force and fake Namek and, like, Frieza's men and the Frieza refugees, the kids that they meet, and, like, traveling in the ship. I like all of that more than the big, long fight where Goku goes Super Saiyan. Like, Goku going Super Saiyan, iconic moment. It's great. The fight itself, on the other hand, pacing is a fucking nightmare. The other fights, the different forms of Frieza, those were great. What about Vegeta games? Not a thing. Vegeta didn't hold a tournament. If you're asking about the Saiyan Saga's great. Which, you could say that the Saiyan Saga is an extension of the Frieza Saga in a way, too, because, it leads into it. But I wouldn't call it the same thing exactly. Chisu would, I don't. I typically refer to the Android Saga and Cell's, I just refer to androids through Cell as one saga. Frieza can't count, bro. He said 5 minutes and made 2 hours. It was way more than 2 hours, dude. It was 19 fucking episodes. It's not 2 hours, 19 episodes. Let's see. That's basically 10 hours, probably more like 9. You guys know what the most underrated fucking sitcom is? This right here. Still Standing. Still Standing is such a good sitcom. Unfortunately, you're not gonna fucking find it anywhere. Because it's never had a official release or anything. Saiyan Saga is good, but people who split it into Raditz and Vegeta are weird. I mean, yeah, I just call it the Saiyan Saga. But, Still Standing is so good. If you guys have never seen it, Dragon Ball Minus is underrated? Fuck you. No, it isn't. Dragon Ball Minus is trash. Let's see. I should probably be wrapping this up for the night. And then winding down so I can try to go to bed at a not reasonable hour, but less ungodly hour. We'll go for another few minutes, get this up to an even hour. Why the fuck not? Does this have the... No. Which one has it? One of these cases has our PS2 memory card. Can you do the Kamehameha? No, it's really fucking late, dude. One of these cases has our memory card that has all of our Ape Escape 2 Simian Cinema stuff saved on it. And I want to do that because I need to do a video on it. Is it Sly 3 that has it? No. What about Sly 2? No. Did I check Celebrity Deathmatch? I think I did, but I'll check again. No. What about Jeep Thrills? No, it doesn't even have a slot. Where the fuck is it? This fucking shelf. It's in Guitar Hero. Found it. This memory card has all of our Ape Escape 3 Simian Cinema data on it. I need to do a video on that. Episode of Bardock is better than Dragon Ball Minus? True. Not stiff competition, though. Now, obviously, Bardock, the father of Goku, is the only true Bardock. Episode of Bardock is decent. It's not great, but it's better than Dragon Ball Minus, and I enjoy it. I think it gets more hate than it deserves, but it definitely is not, and it undermines Bardock's death, and it's like I said, it's not perfect. It's not great. Was episode of Bardock a movie or episode? It was neither. It was an OVA. No way, it's an episode. It would be too short. No, that's regular episode length. Episodes are typically like 20 minutes. Like that's pretty fucking standard. Bardock, the father of Goku, is 49 minutes, so it's like 2 episodes basically. But like 20 to 24 minutes is pretty standard for a TV episode. That's just the way it is. Anyway, you guys ever seen Bugsy Malone? This movie's something else. It's a fucking mafia musical where all of the adult characters are played by kids, and like all the like violence is like changed to like pies and like guns that shoot like whipped cream. It's a unique experience if you haven't seen it. It has fucking Jodie Foster in it when she was a kid, and Scott Baio when he was a kid. Bugs of Life better. What are you even talking about? Bugs of Life? Are you talking about A Bug's Life? Like the Pixar movie? I don't even see how that's a comparison. Like what? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed this whole rambly spiel, but this has been Fugitive Redeye. Have a good one. Toodles!